Today, we are talking about pain. Pain! Arrgh! Sometimes, pain can be so scary. Especially just the thought of it tends to be scarier than the actual, scarier than the actual pain itself. Like when we can when we assume that pain is coming, it tends to be harder than the actual pain itself, because when you think about it beforehand, it tends to be just all bad and just unbearable. But then when the pain comes, yes, it's hard, it's difficult, because it's pain. And there's a lot of pressure and friction and things happening that are not comfortable, are very uncomfortable. But as the pain comes and starts to move through, if we let it, we realize that other things are happening too, such as growth, expansion, birth, healing. And when all of these things are happening in the midst of the pain, we can sort of be grateful for the pain, because the pain is allowing us to get to where we really want to be in our hearts. And the reason why I say if we allow it to move through, because we oftentimes resist pain. In this culture especially, there's something about culture in the United States. We resist pain. We don't do well with being angry, seeing others being angry. Any sort of inconvenience is just not supposed to be part of our life on this earth, right? Inconvenience is unacceptable. And we tend not to see the blessings in the inconvenience and the gifts in the inconvenience, the information in the inconvenience. And I talked about this previously in my other videos, that inconvenience allows you the chance to take a step back and evaluate where you're going and if that's really where you want to be. Sometimes when the universe intercepts our actions or keeps us from going somewhere, keeps us from doing something, that inconvenience, it allows you the opportunity to think about if that's what you really want in your life. And it can be the greatest blessing in the world. I mean, how many times have you dated someone or been in a relationship with someone, and gosh, the first week is so great, the second week, whatever. After a few weeks, things start to there's these red flags, there's all of these things that are telling you, get out, this person is not for you, this is not where you need to be, this is not where you want to be. The universe and God is not a paternal, shame on you for being with this person. It's a loving guide and friend to you, helping you get to where you really want to be. And sometimes getting to where we really want to be involves a lot of inconvenience, because it's information telling us, no, this is not going to help you get there. This is going to help you get there. And it confuses us, because a lot of times what we need is very uncomfortable. What we need involves a lot of pain. Why? Because if we're going where we truly want to go in our hearts, if we're going where we are truly meant to go, then we're going to be up against a lot of friction, a lot of pressure, a lot of pain at times. Because with all of that comes birth. You see, a seed cannot pushed through the ground without a lot of pressure and tension and friction. And then voila, it's a plant. And even as it grows, it's still up against a lot of pressure and friction and uncomfort. Same thing with having a child, bearing a child. It's painful. Birth is painful. So remind yourself every time you're going through a painful time in your life, remind yourself, this is exactly where I want to be. Now, I do want to make a comment, an announcement, and just interject something into that. Know that if you are in the midst of a lot of drama and confusion and fear and if you're in an unhealthy, unwell place, then that is not really where you want to be. But you'll know the difference between discomfort and wellness and discomfort and unwellness. You'll always know the difference. And this goes back to my videos about ego versus the true self and how we know the difference. If your ego is putting you in a really uncomfortable place and inviting low vibration energy and inviting people in your life who are going to pull you away from where you really want to be because they are away from what they really want to be, then you'll know. But if it is pain and discomfort because it is bringing you closer to where you really want to be, you will know. And that's why it's so important to get close to your heart, to get close to yourself, to have a close relationship to yourself and meditate so that you do know the difference, so that you can discern whether or not it is a really hard time because you're not where you need to be or a really hard time because you are where you need to be. And I think intuitively we always know. It doesn't necessarily take meditation to figure it out. Meditation is great for clarity and great for getting to your heart space, but I think there's something inside of us that we always know. We do a lot of we distract ourselves a lot in this culture. We avoid pain at all costs. When we see pain coming, we're like, give me this pill, give me this TV show, give me this person, give me this job, give me 20 jobs, give me this activity, give me that, give me this drug, give me this drink, give me this food. We do our best to avoid feeling this pain. A lot of times the pain that we avoid is the pain that is necessary to get us where we really want to be. And when I say where you really want to be, where your true self wants to be, where your spirit came here to be. And if you keep avoiding it, then you're basically saying, screw this opportunity of being a human on this earth and going through this experience. Screw it. I just want to check out. Don't check out. Feel the pain, because with that comes birth, and birth is the point of this life. Birth, expansion, life, living, breathing. That is why we're here. And so every time you don't want to feel the pain, what you're basically saying is, I don't want this pain, but I want to be miserable. Wow. I'm going to say that again. Every time we avoid the pain of growth and the pain of expansion and birth, we choose misery. Do you see the difference? On one hand, you are feeling and you are moving and you are changing and you are transforming and you are growing and expanding and becoming that butterfly. But on the other hand, when you choose misery, you are saying that you don't want to learn, that you don't want to grow, that you don't want to reach your full potential. So you avoid the pain, avoid the pain, avoid the pain, avoid the discomfort, avoid the inconvenience, avoid the lessons. You play victim. You put the responsibility on everybody else around you except on you. No one is responsible for your life but you. No one is responsible for your feelings but you. You see? And then you check out because you feel like no matter what you do, you can't win. But when we choose to feel the pain, when we choose to feel all the feelings without resistance and let it move through, guess what? We transform, we grow, we live. But when we avoid it and we choose that misery, we get hardened. Haven't you met people like that? Perhaps your parents, perhaps your grandparents, who are just hardened. And you wonder, what happened? This person used to be an artist. This person used to be this. This person used to build these things. This person used to laugh. This person used to, gosh, they used to be so beautiful. And it's not because of their youth. It's because they lost something. They lost life. They checked out. They got hard. They got so scared that they just gave in to fear. And they let fear decide. They let fear of pain and growth and success and happiness and joy, they let fear just take over. They decided that misery is just normal. They decided that everybody else is miserable around me, and that's fate. Everybody else is dogging their husbands and dogging their wives and talking bad about their family. That's just life. No, life is not about fear and hate and terrible relationships. Life is about love and connection. This earth is connected. Everything is connected. Our veins are like little tributaries, our arteries are like rivers. We have mountains, we have valleys, we have everything that the earth has. We are the earth. Every single one of us is a little earth. We're connected. We're connected to all the animals through sounds, through communication, through sharing resources. We all eat the same plants. We all drink water. You see, we're all connected. But when we cut off the pain, we get disconnected. Every time we avoid pain, every time we avoid feeling, we cut off connection to us. Not only to the earth, to us, because there's no difference. If you cut off yourself from feeling and experiencing, then you're cutting yourself off from life. You see, we think that it's us and them, but it's not. It's not. It's all connected. It's all connected. And it's all what you choose. So pain is not bad. Stop avoiding pain. Stop taking drugs, taking pills. Stop distracting yourself from feeling. Feel it. It's not forever. Pain is not forever. Pain comes, pain goes. There's a beautiful part of the prophet Khalil Gibran, And it talks of joy and sorrow. Look it up. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful book. My aunt gave it to me for my high school graduation. It was one of the greatest gifts I ever got. But there's a part about joy and sorrow, and it says that joy and sorrow occupy the same space. So the more sorrow that you allow yourself to feel, the more pain you allow yourself to feel, the more you're allowed to feel joy. The more you can feel joy. But if you only allow yourself a tiny little bit of pain to feel, a tiny little bit of sorrow, if you only allow yourself that much, then guess what? That's all you're going to get of joy. It's nothing. It's a pinch. Why would you do that? Why? And then we laugh. Our laughs are fake. Our smiles are fake. Oh my God, we're having such a good time. It's all fake. Because they didn't let themselves feel the pain. And if you don't let yourself feel the pain, you will never laugh and love from within. Because you have no space for that. You see, everything on this earth is a dichotomy. Night, day, sun, moon, joy, sorrow. One does not exist without the other. Female, male, everything works together. If we keep resisting and we make things fight, then we're disconnected. Then we're missing it. We're on this earth to connect. We're on this earth to connect. So if you say, oh, I hate the summertime, but I love the wintertime. Oh, I hate the nighttime, but I love the daytime. Oh, I hate this, but I love this. Oh, I hate men. Oh, I hate women. Oh, I hate this. Oh, I hate that. Then you're resisting. You're resisting. If you say, I love birth, but I hate death, guess what? Birth does not exist without death. And that's why we feel those pains. And that's why they're called growing pains. Pain is good in the sense that it leads you to birth. You have to feel the pain of death. We feel pain because of loss. Loss is natural. Loss is part of this earth. Loss is part of this life. If you resist it, there's nothing wrong with being sad and feeling pain of losing someone, but if you resist feeling that, if you feel victimized because you've lost a loved one, if you can't get over it for years and years and years and years, if you stay angry with God for years and years and years and years, you're resisting all of the gold and the love and the birth that comes from this loss. Don't you see? So we have to allow these feelings to pass through. We have to sit and say, man, this hurts. This really hurts. I'm so much in pain. I'm alive. And guess what? Once those clouds part, that sunshine has never shone brighter than it did just then. Because every time you allow yourself to go through that pain, each time, the gold and the blessings and the birth that comes out of it are that much greater because you're going that much deeper. As humans, we come here as spirits, but as humans, we have souls, and I believe those are two separate things. Your soul is your connection to the earth. Your soul is your human connection. Your soul is what makes you dance and sing. Spirits who haven't come into human form, they aren't allowed to do that. They can't taste food. They can't make love. But we can because we have souls and we're connected to this tangible world and it's beautiful. So drink it up because it doesn't last for very long. And trust me, there are spirits waiting in line to get to where you are and have this experience that you have on this earth. So, pain isn't bad. Pain can be the greatest blessing. So keep meditating, love yourself, let yourself feel. Let yourself allow yourself to feel and enjoy.